Moving silent, feel the violence, the excitement, I know the assignment. I'm taking over, I'm sick of mediocre. I'll be the closer, I got a different motor. I got a mission to win it, some ammunition to get it. Don't need permission to finish, got an addiction to scripting. Got some convictions I'm living, once I'm committed, I'm in it.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So, third training video in a row. I'm just loving the gym workouts, I guess. We're hitting a workout with one of my clients. This is Brooke.
I'm Brooke.
Everybody say happy birthday, it's her birthday today.
Thank you.
Anyway, she's on prep right now for a bikini show. And we're gonna hit a leg day.
Fire leg day.
Yeah, glute focused.
Always.
Okay, let's get going. Yeah. And I feel like for your biomechanics, getting any lower, that's when you're gonna start, because your quads are so long.
Yes.
Any lower is gonna get that butt wink that we don't want.
Yep.
So that's like perfect. So we're starting off with these squats. We're gonna do our heavier volume, higher volume set first. Just get our joints moving. Yeah. Yeah, really good. Yep. Okay. And really explosive. Squeeze out of the glutes. Yep. Come on, you got it. I think that just at the end, your lower back starts to get a little tired.
Yeah.
So definitely belting is really good.
Yes.
Or double belting, basically. But yeah, as long as you're not feeling any lower back pain, that's fine.
Okay, I'm not.
A good 10 again.
Okay.
Aim for 10 and I can spot the last two if we need it, okay? Yep. Yep. You got it. Come on. Yep. All you, come on. Yeah, that was good. Stop there. Yeah, that was good.
It felt good. These always feel like the most, like glute.
I love this machine because on the V-Sculpt we can adjust this platform. So the platform being higher and your feet placement being higher is allowing you to sit back more into it. Not RDL, but like it kind of is that
stretch.
top squeeze of the RDL almost, which I really like. Yep. Okay, let's get 1 to 2 more. Yeah, that's it. Good. How do you feel? Because I feel like this deep in prep, I had to start switching to like mornings. Do you feel like it's mainly because you're having obviously a long day of work and having to come lift after, that it's more your social all day?
Yes.
And then having to come like be in a busy gym?
Yeah, because
like 5 p.m.
My work also is just like client facing, so I'm just talking to people all day. So then when I come here, I want to like lock in, but now I have friends here. So it's like everybody wants to yap. But I feel like I do a good job of staying, like walking around at work and stuff. Like I'll go take a little walk. So I'm not just sitting at a desk all day. So it's not like my body's fatigued, you know? So I usually don't feel too tired.
I definitely think for you, as high as you can get it, a little kind of toe twisted out to really kind of get that more stretch there.
And obviously as more weight comes, my legs come back a little bit more.
Yeah.
I usually end up putting...
You need a little weight to feel it.
Yes, just a little bit.
I also just love showing people my training in an off season.
Yeah.
And people being able to see the different training styles, because it changes so much.
It does.
Every month, I feel like. I learn something new. So I don't know, every time in the off season, I love posting my training videos. I feel like there's so much small adjustments that we can make.
And it's just fun to grow.
It is a lot more fun to grow. You have energy to be able to show like your strength. 4 plates, you wanna start with 4? Yeah, and really think of pressing through your heels to really keep you press your lower back up against the pad. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Come on. Yep. Come on. 3. Let's get 2 more. Come on. 1 more. You don't need any help. Come on. Yeah, it's good.
Did you notice sliding?
You were sliding a little bit, but I don't feel like,
I don't think it doesn't hurt.
yeah, it doesn't look like you're starting to arch your back. Like your back is staying against the pad.
Yeah.
I do feel like it's just from when you're getting a little depth. Like it's
I think it's like my hip mobility maybe.
Your what?
My hip mobility isn't like super, so when it gets tight, it just moves forward.
Do you feel like you slide around more in the first set than you do in like the later sets?
Yeah.
Like, so that might also be it. Maybe it's hard on this machine because doing body weight or like no weight on there, it doesn't feel like there's any weight on this.
So it's kind of like a warm up still?
Maybe just doing, I wouldn't say this is a warm up, I would just say doing like a set of like 15 to 20 at like 2 plates.
Yeah.
Just to warm up your hips a little bit more.
Yeah. Get that range of motion.
When we're doing a V squat before this, your hips are still pretty stacked.
Yeah.
We're not like doing anything where we're doing like a hip opening versus on this, what you're thinking about is driving out of your heels and you're almost thinking abducting your knees, like even though you're leg pressing. So I feel like it's just hip mobility is probably a little limited.
Yeah.
But if you feel like your hips aren't moving anymore after we've warmed up and done the first like working set, then you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think it's probably just you need to do a little bit more of a warm up.
Yeah.
Let's try to hit 10 again and I'll just spot the last like rep or 2 if we need to, okay? Yeah. Yeah, that's good. You just want to keep back really, really stable. Yep, there you go. Yep, through the heels, drive, yep. Come on. Yep, come on. That was good. Yeah, that was a good place to stop with your knees starting to cave.
Yeah.
That's good. What was that?
10.
Yeah. It's a good working weight. Yeah. That's what I think. A lot of people, if it's a very cushiony shoe, it's hard to kind of press either out of the heel, even at the outsides of your feet, like you do like for a hip thrust, because their ankles are so unstable, you know? So as long as you're flat enough that you can press through the heel, at least for like a leg press, I feel like that helps a lot if the goal is more of a tie-in. I feel like usually I press out of the middle versus outside of my foot if I'm aiming more quad.
Okay.
But when I'm driving through the heel, it's almost like I was saying earlier, like abducting your knees a little bit and keeping it so it's like more
forcing
lower
it.
tie-in.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get 10 again. Come on. Yep. 3, come on. 4. 5, halfway there, come on, 5 more. Yep, 5. 4, come on. 3, 2 more, come on. You don't need help, come on. Yep. Yeah. That's good. Yeah. Do you do the longest one?
I never even use this one, so we'll see. Usually on that, I'll do, this is 8, 8, 12, so I'll do 140. But this one, it feels heavier, so.
We want to make sure your hips, though, are staying against the pad.
Okay.
What's happening as you're starting to curl, you're starting to squeeze so much that your lower back's starting to engage a little bit where your hips are coming up.
Okay.
So you might need to try to slide up a tad bit more. See what I mean by that? So there you go. Yeah. So we want to make sure that your hips are staying like that. So almost imagine your hips resting almost against the pad.
Okay.
Because we want to make sure that this is staying pressed down. Yeah. And so imagine with the leg curl that it's not just going up and down, that this is dragging almost away from your body. So imagine it's like extending your hamstrings and you're dragging backwards. And when you're squeezing up, you're almost hip thrusting forward. Because see like there, that part comes up. For you, let's lighten the weight really quickly. So try to do it like that. and try to keep your hips against it. Do you feel that more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like my back though is like straining when I do this.
Okay. So a little bit less.
Maybe.
We just want to keep your chest and your back pretty straight. So I feel like for you, your lower back and your hips are tight where it's making it like bring your hips up off the pad. So try to adjust where your back can stay neutral enough to keep your hips against the pad. So, yeah. So for you, let's try to put our feet a little bit closer. I feel like your knees are so wide and your feet are so wide here.
Yeah.
So a little bit closer. Turn your feet a tad bit out, not touching your heels together, but a little bit closer.
Okay.
There, because we want this to be more of a hamstring exercise after this whole workout being so much glute.
Yeah.
So, almost heels touching here, and we're gonna drag up. You can be up a tad bit, but you don't have to come like all the way up. So maybe holding like right here.
Okay.
Whatever's gonna allow you to keep your hips up against the pad. But you might just need to drag your body up a little bit higher where your hips are on this crease. Because I think you're so tall that your hips are starting to come here.
Yeah.
And that's what's making the gap, is it's on the decline. Does that make sense?
Where like my body's hinging where.
Yeah. Obviously this is pretty light, but do you feel it better like that?
Yeah.
Even so,
just
your hips
different.
are still a lot lower than the actual creases, but I feel like as long as you're able to keep your hips against the pad, that's really what we're gonna want.
Why my body won't.
No, it's okay. Yeah. You know what's happening? You're pressing out of your knees and your quad.
Instead of my hands.
Yes. So that's
makes
kind of,
sense,
that's
yeah, 'cause
really
I'm
what's
bracing.
happening is you're pressing out of your knees to pick up the weight. When you're pressing out of the knees, it's picking your hips up off the pad.
Oh. Okay.
So, I'm sorry, I'm all this guy's way. So think more of your hamstrings to see how far your hips are coming up.
So too, because
as it gets heavy for you, your quads almost not take over, but you're pressing out of your knees and out of your quads to just whip it up almost. And although it looks slow and controlled, you're arching your lower back and it's,
that makes sense.
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like it's just what your biomechanics makes it easier to get up that way.
Yeah, because I've noticed like sometimes when my quads are further up, like how we're doing it, it feels like my quads are being smushed because I'm pressing into them so much, probably.
Probably.
So that makes sense.
Which I see why, because you naturally start to slide down. So when you're sliding down on the machine, then it's because you're hooking your knees almost at the end of the machine. So I don't mind just lighting it up and doing 3 sets of like 15.
Okay.
If that's gonna let you actually make sure your hamstrings are taking over, because I think right now you're pushing so much strength that when you're trying to aim for like 6 to 8 and those heavier sets, we're not getting the basic like foundation part. So let's aim for like 12 to 15 for 3 sets. That looks a lot better though.
That feels a lot better, yeah.
Yeah. So see how your hips, they're staying against the pad, your lower back's not arching.
Yeah.
Yep, just hamstring. Go on. Drag. Come on. Yep. And when it gets heavy, I'd rather you do partials than use your lower back to bring it up. So you can go. Okay, stop there. So see when your hips start to come up?
Yeah.
Okay, go, push. And then there, yeah. Yep, there. Yep, hamstring. There. Okay, two more partials, come on. Yep. Yep, okay, stop. And then after, we're doing so much glute isolation.
Yeah.
So we really want this to be the hamstring
Just
focus.
hamstring, yeah.
Which is why, mainly as well, balancing your quad, your hamstring. I would rather this be more of a hamstring bias, like curl for you. So having your feet together, I think is making a bigger difference too.
Definitely feel it in my hamstrings.
Time for glutes.
Too.
I feel like usually when people are straight up, it does sometimes hit their glutes more.
But I feel like you don't get like the stretch.
You don't get the stretch as much, yeah.
Range
So
of
I like
motion.
to really brace with both hands.
Me too.
45, like you said, being in a deficit can be really helpful on a machine like this that you feel like it might stop you before you want to be stopped.
Yeah.
I like to drag a kickback almost at a diagonal.
Yeah.
So like I used to drag through the heel, slowly twist out to get more of that outer upper glute. at that top right there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, do this first set and then we'll make some adjustments.
Okay.
When you're having it high on this machine, really it's just making it so you're dragging up, like your knee is starting to come up. I don't mind, well, we like your leg dragging a little forward to get that glute stretch, but when it's higher, the plane is dragging you upwards, which a little lower back.
Okay.
So, which I don't mind as long as we're, like I would try it like down here. Let's see.
Okay.
That way it's dragging your heel on the lower plane rather than dragging it like up.
Yeah, and then
That
like
makes sense?
driving, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yep, come on. Yep. Yeah, there you go. Yep, come on. There you go, come on. Yeah, well, good. Good mind muscle connection though to your glutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get tingles all down my leg.
In a good way or?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
good. Okay, come on. You want to match the legs. Okay, come on. Okay, come on. Yep. You got it. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Yep. Squeeze, squeeze. Control the negative. Yep. There you go.
It's cool because this leg is like naturally leaner than this leg,
Which one?
my right. And I'm starting to see lines in this one. I've never seen it before. I'm like, it's fun.
Yep. Last set. Come on. Let's make the most of it. This is a little lighter. Come on. It's not the time to laugh. Come on. Let's go. Keep that intensity. Yep. Yep. There you go. Yep. Come on. Yeah. Let's go. Man, this is the end. Come on. There we go. Yep. Yep. Yeah, what we were just talking about, basically, peak bulk, our first growing season, we got up to like 175. We did a mini cut between kind of first growing season and second to put on some tissue. We got up to this last one, like 162-ish. Today we're sitting, she's like 144, and she's 5'10" though. So given that we're like 12 weeks out, I could see her really losing like a pound a week. I'm expecting like maybe 132, 133 pounds. I might be surprised, like on stage weight, or on stage, but really for her, y'all gonna have to see her transformation. It's been insane. We put on a lot of tissue in the sense of glute. Genetically, she's very quad biased, so mainly getting that posterior glute and that hamstring was very, very important, because even when she came to me, she had a lot of quad and not as much glute, so in retrospect. But, so it's really been for her progressing and really emphasizing training to make sure that we're getting her posterior up, but not growing our like posterior and glute and hamstring to balance the quad that she does have. So really we haven't been hitting quad at all. Whatever's been hit in the accessory of like leg press and V squat, but you can see kind of today, this is our quad day. Like we've been emphasizing how we can make the movements more glute rather than kind of quad bias. Glutes have come a long way though.
They have. Train with Georgia if you want bigger glutes. Period.
Period. But yeah, we've made a lot of growth. And it's not easy to be like celebrating having birthdays and things like that on prep.
Yeah. It's the experiences though. You don't need food to celebrate things like that. Just like being with people.
Yeah. She's doing a lot of fun things for her birthday.
I am.
Cat cafe.
I'm going to a cat cafe.
I think that's so fun. I just think that's awesome.
And then a comedy show. Some cats and giggles. That's all you need.
Literally, yeah. I think bodybuilding teaches people that a lot.
Yeah.
Like how much It's really the people and the surroundings. Of course, it makes you appreciate food more when you're in the off season.
Yeah.
But I do think it makes, like, my best birthdays and stuff were on prep for some reason. Like,
you find joy in like the little things.
Yeah.
Just like the weather being nice outside today, the sun, all of
yeah,
that. Yeah,
you did get a warm day for your birthday.
I know. It's like, ooh.
Yeah, that's perfect. Literally perfect. Looks good. Yeah. Okay, so notice for this, I'm going to say for the camera because she's doing it correctly, so you'll know what she's doing. The goal for this is that we're focusing on glute, right? So we just did a more isolateral glute movement, and for this is like a finisher, right? We're doing 3x15, so high volume here. This is more of just like an engagement, mind muscle connection exercise, and really killing her glutes at the end. You'll notice her knees are turned out a tad bit and abducted a little bit. So when she's hyperextending up, it's almost as if she's abducting, hip thrusting upwards. So she's still getting that same movement as if it was a hip thrust. So that's what I want y'all to think about. Same with the lying leg curls. We're hip thrusting against the pad so that our glutes are bringing up the weight, not her lower back. And you'll see that her back is a little arched, totally fine as long as there's no pain, because right now she's dragging up so much with her glutes, her back should pretty much stay neutral. So it rounding a tad bit is fine as long as we're dragging the weight just with the glutes. Looks good.
Like I never felt like I had a figure like from the front, so it's weird having like
it's coming in from the
shape,
side.
yeah.
Yeah, we measured last time, 24-inch waist. Where is it? Where's the waist? Where'd it go?
Disappearing.
Disappearing.
This is my magic axe.
Yeah, there you go. Come on. Yep. Yep. Come on. Squeeze, there you go. Yep. Yep, come on.
Let's go. Done.
Okay, quick little posing. Let's see it. You can tell you did glutes today. Wait. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, a little. I would just, same as the videos we were talking about, slowing it down. I think you do take your time in your distance from the back, or from the front to the back, but you do kind of rush on the way back. So usually what I say is like, I'll count it. So I say about like 3 seconds in that back pose, and then kind of do like 2 seconds here, and then twist around. The transition, you don't have to count that, but at that booty pop, I would say like 2 seconds. Hold that, and that'll make you think, okay, what's next? Hands. So like you were saying last time, imagine you have kind of weights on those wrists. So that way you're not dragging up through your elbows, you're keeping it heavy and flowy. But
I also noticed looking through those videos, when I'm going from this, I like lead with my chest when I turn. So I feel like I just need to like...
no, it all looked a lot better.
Yeah.
Since Monday alone, I just saw you a couple days ago, but it already looks better. Yeah, yeah. Let's do it again, and I would just slow it down a little bit. I know, you gotta get it out a little bit.
But I can also just get nervous being in front of people.
It's good practice for stage.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's, I would do 1, 2, 3, and then I do 1, 2, and then step. 1, 2, and then do 3 and second the back. So 1, 2, 3, and then sway. 1, 2, and then switch to the front. Yeah, and then go straight to the front pose. There we go.
That felt better.
That timing was so much better.
I think I just don't think about timing either, so I think it would help to...
Because I didn't want you to start thinking about that when we had other things to focus on, but now that you have the routine down really well, being able to count it for stage is important, having that timing, because you'll go 20 times faster on stage. Yeah.
So from like 3-ish?
Yeah, because they'll give you around 15 seconds. So I say like that's gonna be around then, and then you can also sign off. So you can sit there a little bit longer, but usually I say long enough for the front pose. Look basically at every judge, like look over them and then look at the camera. Okay. But so usually I'll sit here, I'll do the front pose, and I smile and make eye contact with everyone, and then when I look back at the camera, then I'll transition. Okay. So for the poses, basically I say do a little, make eye contact, like look at everybody for the front poses, and by then they'll probably be calling somebody else. Yeah. So once you hit that last one, just make sure they're not rushing you off. Yeah. But yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. Yep. So 1, 2, and then switch around. Yeah. So when you come together, that foot doesn't have to come like in front. So when she says come together, bring it to like here, and it will look a little less forced. So I think right now is because she wants it in line. Yeah. Let me see. It might feel a little less forces if it's not. Let's see it not like aligned really quickly. I know it seems like nitpicky, but you're just bringing your feet together and then you're like signing off. That felt better than I think for you it looks better because you can twist a little bit more because that back foot's at a T. Yeah. Yeah. When you meet with Amy next, see. That looks better. Okay. Yep. Anyways, we had an amazing workout. How was your workout?
So good. I hurt so bad. I'm gonna be hurting for days, but fire pump. Yeah. So good.
A lot of fun. Anyways, we had a good workout. It's always fun to be able to, I feel like also people on prep, I've been trying to do more workouts in person and just really get my hands on them and kind of teach these small things. So if you want more videos like this, let me know. I've been kind of driving around and meeting some of my clients at some of the other gyms that are kind of drivable, which has been fun. And it really does make a difference.
It does.
When I can actually, I write the program obviously for someone's body, but it's different when they're biomechanics. We can adjust the actual form and tempo also for what I'm wanting out of the movement. So it's cool. A lot of clients too have been like encouraging them to fly out and like work out with me in person if they can. Obviously it's not possible for everybody, but that's why I'm so excited for this year because I'm not competing. I can travel and fly to other people's shows and work out with people. So I'm so excited. But yeah, her show's so soon.
So soon. It's different when Georgia's right there pushing you and literally pushing you to failure. Such a fire workout. Everyone train with Georgia.
You're gonna start worrying. I'm gonna start working out at the same time as you, like every single day. Anyways. Okay. Thank you for watching. See you next video.